Let's move on to foreign affairs, not least with your former Defence Secretary hat on. PM puts pressure on Putin. What do you make of the coalition of the willing?
Well, I think that headline is a joke, don't you? Can you imagine?
Well, is he putting pressure? Is anyone putting pressure on Putin right now? No one.
The Kremlin at the moment trembling because of what Sir Keir Starmer is thinking. Now, I just want to call out, and I think that is the expression, this coalition of the willing. I mean, Keir Starmer has had a marvellous press recently. People say he's doing brilliantly in foreign affairs. I think this coalition of the willing is a complete fantasy. And it's getting to the stage where it's really risking being quite dishonest. Why do I say so? Because within the nations of Europe, basically, we don't have the capacity to do this. We don't have the capacity to send forces in who could make a serious difference. It is a fantasy to believe that the Americans are going to provide a backup, air support and so on. They've made it clear again and again. They're not in the business of guaranteeing Ukraine. There are 1 million Ukrainians under arms, and I think, we on the side talking about possibly sending 10,000 troops between 29 nations is kind of insulting. It's a way of getting a good press for European leaders, but it's not serious. And the most convincing part of it all, I think, is, can you imagine that Putin has really been at war for 12 years, however you calibrate it, in order that at the end of it, troops from NATO countries should be in place in Ukraine.
Yes.
He's absolutely going to veto it.
He's going to accept effectively a de facto NATO army on Ukrainian soil that he believes to be his.
He is certainly not going to do that. And Trump will not force him to do it. I mean, not that Trump can force him.